What's going on, guys? Welcome back, and today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Justice League Battle of Atlantis set. There might be a kind of absence of videos for a little while I'm trying to kind of figure out some ideas on some videos that I'm thinking of doing. So in the comments below, let me know what you'd like to see next in my series of videos. Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to do next, because I'm kind of running out of ideas until I get some new sets to review and stuff. I will start working on the Shocker episode, I believe is Shocker episode 2 I have to work on, so I'll start working on that soon. But first off, we're going to get going with the minifigures of the Justice League Battle of Atlantis set, which is what I'm reviewing here today. So starting off here, we have Aquaman, and he's a pretty cool figure. I do really like this minifigure, and I think he's very good, but I have a few small nitpicks with him. So the trident is this gunmetal gray color, which is perfect. I have no problem with it being gunmetal gray, and it does have this lightsaber handle at the end to kind of extend it, and I understand that. It makes it look longer, and it looks a little weird without it, so it looks very good in gunmetal gray, except in the movie it has 5 points on his trident instead of 3. So it's not entirely accurate, but I understand that they did what they could without making a new mold, and it looks perfectly fine. So he also has the 2 Power Blast pieces, which when I got this set was actually the first time I got Power Blast pieces. And they come in blue to kind of represent water, and he can fire them away like so. So he does have this new hair piece, which has brown with some grayish tan in it, and that is a really useful hair color. With it's a great hair mold, as well as the fact that it has a lot of nice little details in it. And he has lots of details in his beard as well, if you can see there. Lots of little kind of wrinkles and dots on his face, and it's very nice attention to detail, and it looks like Jason Momoa. And I think that these second facial expressions are looking a little weird, because they look a little bit like comic-y. But other than that, the back print also has the Aquaman logo, if you can see there, and he looks very nice. And one more problem that I have with this figure, and it's pretty much nitpick, is that when I got my figure, if you can see right there, the points of the Aquaman logo on the belt on the front printing are a little bit off-center and a little bit too far to the side, and they don't line up properly. So that's like my main problem with the set, is that looks a little weird there, and I'm kind of disappointed that that happened with my minifigure. But other than that, this figure is pretty fantastic, and I love the new hair mold, and it's nice to see a DC EU version of Aquaman. So moving on, we have the 2 Atlantean guards. Now these figures are very nice and detailed. They have the Aqua Raiders type spear gun, like underwater diving spear gun in white, which was nice to get that piece in white, with a build on top of it to kind of make them look like Atlantean blasters, and it looks like a very interesting build. So we have these 2 figures, and their torso prints and leg prints are very detailed with all the gold. And they have like a second dimension to them if you look really closely. They have kind of like on the sides there where it looks a little bit orangey. It has a little bit of kind of like speckling, which is very nice. But yeah, like as I said, you can see a lot of little speckling on the print for the torsos on the edges, and it looks very nice. As well as the leg print, which if you did see my Supreme Leader Snoke video, Supreme Leader Snoke, but if you saw that video, one of the options was using these legs for him. And the back print is also very useful for these guys, because it kind of looks like, you could probably use this on the front print of a minifigure, because it kind of looks like some sort of horse, like some sort of stallion. Yeah, it does kind of look like a horse on the back print, so that looks very nice. And the face prints for these guys, as well as this awesome like fish type looking mold for the helmet, and this mold is fantastic. So you get 2 of these guys in set. The only difference is the face print. So here are the angry expressions. This one is an Anakin from Star Wars face print, and this is the Lego's face print from the Dimensions pack. Some people were saying it's the same as the one from the Lord of the Rings, or the Hobbit set, sorry. But it's actually not. It's only the same as the Dimensions pack. Here's the Dimensions pack version. As you can see, that's the face. I never had an Anakin figure, so it's nice to get that facial expression. because I only got the Clone Wars version back in the day, so it's nice to get a version other than the Clone Wars one. But other than that, you can see their calm, neutral expressions, and that's it for these two figures. Moving on to the last figure, we have the Parademon. So he has a stud shooter. You know how those work. I'm never going to find that again, but as you can see, it's a very weird, gross-looking kind of bug character. And these characters were pretty gross in the movie. Apparently they're like men. They were turned cowards and then were turned evil by Steppenwolf. This is like a mango and blue-colored one. In the other sets, they had a green-colored one. But this is the kind of yellowy blue one, and it's very like kind of gross. You can see like all sorts of like gross like body parts coming out, and it's a pretty gross figure. You can see like a spine on the back with like these weird wing bits, and then you get these nice detailed wing like sheets of plastic. You do get a full sheet of plastic that has two different versions. So you have the smaller wing style, which I personally like more, and then you have this more spread out flying version. So if you wanted to have stop motion, you could just like change out the two different wing types to kind of make it look like the wings are buzzing. And you get two spares of those in the big plastic sheet of these in the set. So that's cool, and that's it for the Parademon. So moving on to the build of the set, we have the Atlantis kind of temple here. So first up, it's very nice to get a lot of sand green pieces in the set. You get a lot of these kind of masonry brick pieces in sand green. It's very nice to get them in that color. And you can see that we have in this set the white mother box, which is what Steppenwolf is trying to get in the movie, the 3 mother boxes. So in this set you get the white one, and it's a very nice detailed piece, or on the top print. And it's just kind of a simple build, but it is very nice detailed print. And it just goes on this pedestal. So that's it for that build. Then moving on, we have the main build here. And for me, over time, this set kind of lost its playability for me. But if you're a piece collector and you're like a mock builder, I think a lot of the pieces in the set are very helpful for you in building mocks. But over time, like when I first got this set, I absolutely loved it, but it's kind of lost some of that playability that it first had for me when I first got it. But other than that, this set is also still pretty good. You can see you have some dark green seaweed pieces on the sides there and there. And you do have these pillars where you can see some kind of bubbles coming up on the sides where you can put your Atlantean guards or Aquaman to kind of watch over Atlantis. And you can knock down these pillars if the Parademon attacks. You can knock them off because they're only on a one-studded connection there. And you see, like, these are all stickers, but they are nice. So you have small sticker there and small sticker there. And lots of nice sand green pieces, as well as some glow-in-the-dark pieces on... I got a couple extra glow-in-the-dark pieces, so I put those in, and it kind of looks like some barnacles under the sea or something. You can see the back there, and you can have Aquaman kind of walk in or something, stand there. So the main play feature of the set is this kind of area up here where you can tip that. So what you want to do is you want to put your mother box up in this space, and it doesn't go in all the way, it just kind of rests there. And then what you're supposed to try and do is knock it down with your Parademon, or whatever figure you want to knock it down. I'm assuming it would be the Parademon because like they want to steal the mother box. But you're going to want to flip, you're going to use the super jumper and try and knock that down. It is nice to get that kind of, I had never got that piece before, but these kind of triangle pieces, one smaller one in gunmetal gray and one bigger one in translucent blue, and that kind of, these kind of jean colored pieces down there as well. So I'm going to try a couple times to knock that down. Come on. Trying to knock down that bit there. It's not working for me right now. I'm going to try a couple more times. But yeah, I guess I just don't have very good aim right now. But that's pretty much it for this review, guys, on the Justice League Battle of Atlantis set. Now, moving on to the rating for the set. This set is very good, but over time, it's kind of lost its playability value for me. It does have a lot of useful sand green pieces for collectors and mock builders, but over time, it's kind of lost some of that playability and fun that it originally had. So I'm going to give it a B+. I really loved this set when I first got it, but over time, it lost some of the thunder it originally had. So I'm going to give it a B+. I was considering an A-, but I'm going to give it a B+. I really do like this set, and I definitely recommend it for mock builders and collectors of all types. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on my review of the Justice League Battle of Atlantis set. You guys have a great day. Take care. Bye.